Have you guys ever wondered why that Timmy Turner kid from the Fairly Odd Parents looks so much like Danny Phantom? No? Seriously? Come on, Brizzy, back me up here.
Gladly. Come on, guys. They both have similar hair, thick eyebrows, blue eyes, even their parents look and act similar. Plus, they both like to jump into different dimensions. So we're wondering, is it possible that Timmy Turner grew up to be Danny Phantom?
We all know Timmy Turner has fairy godparents that grant his every wish and take him to and from their home dimension, Fairy World. But sadly, Timmy knows that when he turns 13, he loses his fairy godparents and every single memory that they ever existed. Distraught by the thought of losing his two best friends, Timmy makes a reckless wish before his 13th birthday. He wishes that he, Cosmo, and Wanda know each other when he's older. You know, at the ripe old age of 14 years old. Unfortunately, that wish is against the rules for Timmy, so instead he wishes to become someone else completely. Someone more interesting, wiser, and cooler. Speaking of someone cooler...
This is much better. Where was I? Oh, yes, so just before Timmy's 13th birthday, his fairy godparents turn him into Danny Fenton, a 14-year-old living in Amity Park with his ghost-chasing parents and sister Jazz. Due to Timmy wanting to be a totally different person, the world changed around him as well. Fairy World transforms into Ghost Zone, and while he still has his parents, they've transformed into bizarro versions of themselves.
Speaking of different versions, the whole point of Timmy's wish is to keep Cosmo and Wanda in his life. And it works! But the Fairy Council is aware that the rules have been bent, so they make Cosmo and Wanda forget Timmy as well. And as a result, he's not sure who they are now. Could Frostbite the lovable snowman be Cosmo? And where did Jazz come from? Could she be Wanda? Timmy can't be sure, but he does know they're still in his life. Also, check out this comparison of characters. Trixie becomes Paulina, AJ becomes Tucker, Tootie becomes Sam, and Chester becomes Dash. With so much chaos and coincidence, could there be any truth to this theory?
Okay, so this theory is super cool. If it's true, Timmy/Danny is living the coolest possible life ever. Fairy godparents in his childhood, and ghostly superhero in his teens. But let's look a little closer. First of all, both shows were created by the same guy, Butch Hartman, so that explains the similar character design. Secondly, and more damaging, in the Fairly Odd Parents episode Poltergeeks, Danny Phantom makes a cameo in the background. This could mean that Danny Phantom and Timmy Turner live in the same universe at the same time. If that's the case, how could they possibly be the same person?
That's true. If Danny really does exist, the Fairy Council wouldn't allow wishes that give his life to Timmy. But what if we view the Danny Phantom cameo as a foreshadowing of things to come? Then this conspiracy could work. For example, we've seen on several occasions that Timmy would do anything to keep Cosmo and Wanda, so a reckless wish like this doesn't seem that out of the ordinary. Also, the similar personalities of characters in both shows is pretty conspicuous. For example, in the Fairly Odd Parents episode Poltergeeks, Timmy's parents become Ghostbusters. Would it really be such a stretch for them to become real ghost hunters in Danny Phantom?
Interesting point, Emily. There are a lot of similarities. But if this is true, why would Timmy's wish also make everyone grow an extra finger? Part of me really wants to believe this theory, but it's a little hard to accept. This whole concept is full of loose coincidences. I'm gonna give this conspiracy a 1.5 floaty crowny things out of 5.
Well, I think this conspiracy is a lot of fun and still holds a lot of ground, so I'm gonna give it 4 box ghosts out of 5. Who do you guys agree with more? Let us know in the comments if you're Team Brizzy or Team Emily. Thanks for watching this episode of Cartoon Conspiracy. Make sure you check out Brizzy Voice's channel. Also check out a preview for next week's episode and maybe some episodes that you might have missed. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next week.